Good morning. This is John Tuttle Flint Knapping, and I've got a bucket full of clear cut spalls I knocked off the rocks. I'm going to show you how to work them down in the preforms. I'm going to get a spall like this. First thing I'm going to look for is the thickest areas, which is right in here, and natural platforms, which I don't have one for this thick area. But if I hit right here where this ridge is, I'm going to come down and lightly follow that ridge. Flake went down the ridge. Just barely hitting on it because I just want to turn this edge up. That's all I want to do. That did pretty good. We're going to turn it over and look at it. See what it looks like. All right, now let's turn it over. See how that ridge is going downhill? That's what we're looking for. Now, I'm going to take this, hit it just like this, run that flake down that hill. Now, right next to it, I got another ridge platform set up right here. Sit in here, put it on it. I'm trying to remove a lot of mass as fast as possible so I can save my width. Now I'm gonna come over here and hit down on this corner like this, kind of round it out and even it up. I mean, like straight across this way. And look down it, and I got this ridge all the way down through here. I'm not even gonna grind this because I'm gonna hit up here. No need in grinding if I'm hitting that high up. See how high up I hit on it? So it wasn't no need in grinding it. Look what happened. Went down through there. Now look at this ridge. That's a real sharp ridge. We can lose all of this here. We're making a knife, we might want to save it, but we'll just round this off a little bit and take this ridge out, and that'll move a lot of mass. And basically what I'm trying to do right now is find where I can move the most mass the fastest. I hit way up there on that one. Hit way up there on that one. Come back, hold it a little bit, come in there. Now, we got this ridge here. I'm gonna come this way to raise this side up. Now we're gonna grind it. Because I'm gonna hit on the edge on this one. I'm gonna try to run it that way. I hit right on the edge and run it that way. Come back here, natural platform, run that one that way. Now look what we have here. We got a slope like this, but look at the ridge. So in this case, I'm probably gonna hit on the edge, so I'm gonna grind it a little bit. I'm gonna try not to, but I ground it just in case I did. I'm gonna try to hit right up in here like this. Look how high up I hit. Same thing here. And all that big hump gone. So now I'm gonna switch to my hollow boppers. I try to save them, and I don't like to use great big ones because they don't fit that good in my hand for thick stuff. So I just use a little copper deal. And I'm hitting right here just to get the feel of it. And I'm just going around hitting on the edges. See how good it's breaking and stuff like that. Just kind of getting some muscle memory built up on how hard to whack on this stuff when I get ready to hit on it. I'm gonna hit right here, hitting right in here, this way, and it's turning down so I can get on this point. Now I'm gonna hit back this way. Look how nice it made that platform on this ridge here, right through there. So we're gonna grind it. I'm gonna come in and hit just like that. Run that flake all the way up there. Nice flake. Now this side's real flat. This side's real flat. So I'm gonna go ahead and round this off by hitting down. What it's gonna do is gonna give me a platform. When I turn it over, hit back this way. Now I'm gonna come down this way. Like that. Move over, hit right there. Move over, hit right there. That looked pretty good. So what I'm trying to find out is I don't want to get too much lower here, but this is high in here even though it's flat. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit down on this a little bit, get me a little more convexity. And when I hit down on it like this, I'm saying making convexity, I'm rounding it here. So then when I come back this way and hit straight down, I hadn't lost any of that, the slope, the rounded slope, I hadn't lost any. I'm gonna come this way. Come on down, come on down. Now look how it left me a little sharp ridge like this. I'm coming here this way. I'm gonna take advantage of that, and I'm gonna hit straight down where that sharp ridge was and follow it back this way. Now I'm gonna grind it. And what I got is a platform to run this way. I'm slowly moving up it. I started from right here, now I'm up to here. Now it's sloping real bad. So I'm gonna have to lose a lot of width to get it to come up, but right here it's already up pretty good. I'm not gonna lose that much width. So I'm gonna come over here and try it on this, and I'll work my way into the middle. Now I'm gonna run these flakes right into this hinge here. I'm gonna come right across here. I don't know what happened there. Didn't move much, but got the hinge out. That one did a lot better. Fix me a little ridge here. Got a little point right here, a little isolated ridge. Did good. Fix me another one. I'm not even gonna grind on it. I'm just hitting on the edge a little bit. All I'm trying to do is knock that out. That's why I didn't grind on it. Wasn't trying to move much mass or nothing else. I waste a lot of time grinding, making stuff. I'm grinding too many places don't need grinding, and it takes me a long time. It takes you sometimes 10, 15 minutes longer making a point, but you're sitting there grinding all day long. It's not necessary. And I like Jason Newman's method for percussion, indirect percussion. When he starts getting it thin, I'm gonna stop and scratch here a little bit. I got a spot driving me crazy between my face. But when he starts getting it thin, he'll take a thin abrader like this and he'll just hit it one time and that's all. Now I need to hit this more than one because this is thick here. But very little grinding once he gets his deal, his preform real thin. One thing I'm noticing about this copper billet, we'll put it right here, it's not big around enough to move that mass I wanted to. But anyway, I didn't want to stop and go over and find another one, and I thought it'd be big enough, and so I'm gonna support it on my leg and try to run a flake all the way over here. By supporting it like this, I can make it run a lot further, see there? And if you'll notice, I'm hitting this joker about as hard as I can bang on it. harder you hit and the harder you swing, you're losing your accuracy. Kind of like bunting a baseball. If you're not swinging your bat and you just sit there holding it still, like a glove on your hand when the baseball comes, you can catch it. The catcher catches it every time just about. So you're going to hit it, you might pop it up or hit it straight down, but at least you're going to make contact. So if you're swinging easier like this, it's easier for accuracy, to be more accurate. For me it is, and the swing's so real super hard. And I don't like doing that, so okay. What we got to decide is what would be the point and what would be the base. At this point, I'm not going to make that decision. I'm going to let you make that decision, whoever buys this, because I'm making these preforms for sale. I'm taking these Spalls and working them down into nice preform. So I'm just going to leave them shaped the way they are and do some thinning in the middle. Put this one on the bidding block. We're going to auction this joker off. I want to auction them off. Put it up for sales and put a bunch of them together. Well, look how pretty that went. Wow. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Now all I got to do is come back across here. I am going to go ahead and thin this base a little bit. Whether it's going to be the base or the point or whatever. That will be up to whoever buys it. What they're going to do with it. Whoa! Whoa, look how pretty that worked out. Holy smoke. Man, that worked out good too. Wow. I'll try to come across here. Get that one, look at that. Okay. Ding, it's going in the sail bin. All right, let's start on another. I'm gonna try to find another big old crazy one to work on. Well, I ain't got too many crazy ones in there. They're all in pretty good shape. Let's look at this one. These just some big old Spalls I knocked off. I'm gonna go back to using this and remove the worst of it. Did not grind at all, didn't have to. I just sit there and grind on it all day long. Now I'm gonna grind on it. Cause I had a platform I could hit high up and I didn't have to grind. Probably didn't grind that one enough. All right, let's try to run this way down across there. Nope. This is a Kia cut, is what they call this stone. Comes out of Oklahoma on Craig Ratchett's place, and it comes in a lot of different grades. Some of it turns like, the first piece I had a while ago was kind of pinkish looking, and then some of it's not that color. And this needs about another 100 degrees heat on it, to be honest with you, 50 degrees. It's not, it don't chip as good as that other one did. This is because of the temperature. Now I'm gonna hit way up here. Why grind when I'm hitting way up here? I'm not hitting on that edge. I'm starting to push hard. You notice it, because I realize it's not chipping as easy as that first piece. It'll chip good and great, you just got to put more force on it. Like that. Now, if I'd put another 100 degrees on it, I would have blown that first one up I had. So what I do is I put all different types he's got in there. There's 2 or 3 different grades that I have. I put it in there and heat it. This went to 650. And then if I want to reheat this one, I put it in there and I run it to 700 or 750. But like I say, it works good, just got to hit harder on it. You can see that's what I'm doing. If I'd started off with it, I wouldn't have talked too much about it, but that first piece is so easy, it kind of spoils you. Look at that, I mean, the flake's wonderful. I just like it to be real brittle. You don't have to hit it hard at all and it flakes like obsidian. Okay, I'm throwing that away, I'm done with it. Start shaping this baby up. No grinding, just coming around, knocking little edges off, shaping it up, and then I'll start grinding. Now I'm coming this way. I don't know if you can tell. When you see a slope like this, try to follow the degree of the slope. It makes the flakes come off so much easier. Sometimes it's too difficult to follow it. Okay, that's dropped it below the center line. Right now, probably one side bigger, but I don't have it here. But I'm gonna try to run this one down through there, right through there. Again. Ooh, look how pretty that worked. All right, we got a hump over here. We'll bring this side up. Just rounding this area off this way. Right here. This is all low. I'm coming down like this to help build me a little convexity on this high side over here. A little more. Knock a little of that tip off there to round it off. I'm just lightly hitting on it. Now I'm gonna grind it. Try to come right across here. On that flake there. Got a lot of little hinges on this edge right here where I didn't grind it, which is fine. I knew it was going to be there. I'm just saying that's why they're there. But they're right on the edge and they're little bitty things. So when I grind it like this, they're gone. When I'm hitting that way, when I'm hitting down like this, and this is where I'm going to really hit, this little point sticking out. I'm just knocking them back. Now I'm going to turn it over to set the whole thing up to hit it hard. But I got all them little sharp points moved. Little teeth. Now we're going to come across here. Here we go. This one's ready to put in the box. We're gonna do one more. Trying to find one that's got a pretty thick edge, and here's one with a crack in it and a pretty thick edge. So let's see what we can do. You can notice that's natural. I mean, that's a crack there. It only stops right here, so I'm gonna hit this way and knock that out. That's already broken, just barely hanging from the crack. And once I get that knocked out and kind of cleared out, I can look at it and kind of tell where I need to go. Okay. think this one is pretty self-explanatory. If you had this rock, you got a flat side here. When you turn it over, what do you see? Whoop, goes up to a big old ridge. Look on this side, whoop, up to a big old ridge. So if I come here and hit this ridge, it's gonna come right through here. Now, I don't have a good striking side here because the angle's too steep. So I'm gonna hit this way and move a lot of that out of the way. See how it's moving it? I'm gonna come back on this side and do the same thing. Look at that, how it turned that thing down. I mean, it turned it down fast. There's another little crack running right in there, which I think is gonna be okay. I'm gonna hit way up here, so I'm not gonna grind this. And follow that ridge. Hit over here, come on the side of the ridge, hit back here and follow it. Okay, now I'm finna get serious with this thing because I didn't know how that cracked, how bad it was up here on the top. So I'm checking it out. And I got past it, wasn't that bad. This is where I'm gonna get serious. I'm gonna make me a platform here, and this is where I hit hard. See, I wasn't hitting that hard. I wanna make sure that crack wasn't deep. I didn't want to break it half in two. I'm going to try to run this ridge right down through here. I hit hard and I followed through. See what happened? That's what I was talking about. Now I'm going to come up and hit it a couple more times. Up high. And that's going to isolate this platform over here. All this is moved and made this platform steeper. Anytime it's steeper, it's easier to run a flake down it. It's like fluting a point. When you flute a point, you want a medium ridge right in the middle of that flute channel because the flakes like to follow the high ridges. That's what that one did. Now, this is where I messed up on this one. And this is a good example of what I was talking about. I hit too much on the edge, right on the edge. I didn't get enough meat to take that out. It didn't matter how hard I hit it. It was just gonna be a shallow deal because I hit too close on the edge. I'm gonna try to explain that to you. I'm gonna come in this way now. And try to break it out like this. Now I'm gonna try to explain to you what I was talking about. Okay. When I barely skim that ridge, the shot waves go like this. This is the impact point, and they spread out like that. But when they spread out, they didn't go in deep enough. They went in too deep, is what I'm trying to say, for hitting right on that edge, and there's too much mass. There wasn't enough strength to go any further, so it hinged out. If I'd hit it twice as hard, it might have went further. It might have hinged out right here. But if I'd have hit where the ridge was thicker, the shot wave would have went deeper, but I'd had more mass because it's thicker where I hit, and it would have took it out. So right here, I'm gonna hit on top of the platform, and I'm gonna come straight down. I'm gonna hit hard, and see how it took it out. And I'm gonna come up here and redo it again. Build me a new platform. Now I can hit real thick and I'll be able to drive it way down through there. Look at that. Look at that. All the way across there. All right, we're gonna come in here. We're gonna play this ridge. Come right across here. Hit real hard, kind of thick up on it, took all that mass out. See, I got enough power and enough thickness to move the mass now. I'm gonna grind this one pretty heavy. So I'm gonna hit right on the edge. I'm gonna come through here. It didn't do anything, but crushed a bunch of stuff. Let's see what happened. I wasn't paying too much attention on my grinding. And this thing is like this, it's up and down like these teeth here. And I hit it here where I didn't grind, right there, instead of the high spot. If I'd been paying attention, I would have moved over. I was stuck in the high spot like that. I'm just going down, hitting down, trying to bring this edge up. It was the point. Point of that's what I'm talking about. Okay, this one's pretty good. It's going in the bed pile. Hope y'all have a blessed day. I'm fixing to do another series on making them real thin. It's going to be the next video.